from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game...
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
They'll start with the option. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And down inside the 15 he goes. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Chubb is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying,
and now off to the races down the right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Young now. He completes this to Russell Gage. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On 1st down, it's done. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Young to throw it. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on 1st down. Done. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now here's Young. His throw caught at about the 5. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. A strong running. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On second down, Young. His throw incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Young able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, Young. This one taken in by Otten. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Otten had an opportunity as a rookie and seized it, becoming the Bucs starting tight end and catching passes from Tom Brady in his final season. He caught 42 of them, most for a rookie tight end.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down throw for Young. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Young. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Beautiful throw right there on third down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Now Howard, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive, and now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
McLaughlin for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Muscles by at the 25. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On second down, Swift. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long. Back to throw. Williams. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Breaks a tackle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Williams. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Young. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Young. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll throw again. Young. And he's got it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Allstott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. 36 yards on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Young's throw complete to Otten. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
First down, Young. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Young to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Williams. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Still shedding tackles. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, and it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Raiders trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that game all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Second down and 3. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, done. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Up the middle they go. Done. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Young will set to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Young. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. It's Young. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Russell Gage from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Back now in Tampa. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. 3rd and 5. Off play action. Williams. That is incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10, Young. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
It's Young on 1st down. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Up the middle they go. It's done. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Done. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw, Young. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's done. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Done. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Young. Oh, no, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Young. Otten brings it in over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Hester to return from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now the Bears down by a field goal. A minute 54 on the clock. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Gets this to Moore. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Now 2nd and 4. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Hester open right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now all the focus shifts over to the Bucs, trailing by 4. A little under 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Young to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's Young. That's complete to Otten. Oh, and that a very short game. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for. Young. And this one is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Young. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot for Young. He finds his man complete. It's done. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call. So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.